Hey guys, welcome to Realistic Crypto, and in this video I want to share with you Lootbot. So Lootbot is a Telegram-based bot that aims to automate airdrop farming. I've been using it for the last couple of months, and I found it actually quite an interesting project. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so Lootbot, what is it? I guess, as I mentioned before the intro, Lootbot is a Telegram bot. It automates on-chain interaction. So when you are looking to interact with projects and stake and swap and add liquidity to become eligible for airdrops, Lootbot automates that process for you. Now, I've been using Lootbot for a couple of months. I was eligible for the When airdrop on Solana across 3 different wallets, and I think there's certainly some potential in using a bot like this. Now, there are also risks associated with that, which I'll take you through in this video as well. Not only will we look at Lootbot and a bit of an overview of Lootbot, but we're also going to do a bit of a walkthrough about how to set that up, how to transfer funds in, some of the features that exist in there, and we're also going to look at how you claim airdrops as well. So let's first of all take a quick look at Lootbot's website. So as I mentioned before, Lootbot is a Telegram bot. It automates on-chain interactions. We've already talked about that, but there's 2 ways that you can really make money from this project. So the first one's by automating airdrops, which we've already touched upon. The second one is by staking their native token Loot. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. But if we just take a quick look through their website, as you can see, they've already built acquired configuration to interact with multiple chains, multiple projects on those chains. So, they've already built interactions with ZK Sync and, Orbiter and OKX and Izumi and Mute, and, there's lots of there's lots of work that's happened in this space. Also, Layer 0, you can automate interactions with projects on Layer 0. Linear, Scroll, Tycho, Manta, and Solana. Now, I started using Lootbot to interact with projects on ZK Sync because I wanted to try to become eligible for the ZK Sync airdrop. I think we're a little bit late to start that now. However, there'll be plenty of projects that are built on ZK Sync that will have airdrops of their own. So, you can still go into ZK Sync and still farm in that space. I'm currently using Lootbot on ZK Sync and on Solana. I've got 2 wallets on ZK Sync and 3 on Solana. Now, I think that gives you a bit of an idea of kind of where this bot is right now and what it can interact with. And, it's quite a diverse range. The team are constantly adding new interactions with new contracts and projects. So let's talk very quickly about pricing. So pricing is quite important. They do 2 tiers. So one tier is freemium, one tier is premium. If we look at the freemium tier, that freemium tier does have some restrictions. So if you farmed an airdrop that was worth $4,000, as an example, you would only receive 80% of that airdrop, and therefore that $800 would then be distributed across loot stakers as part of that tier model. You also don't get access to the private keys, so you can't add that wallet into MetaMask and use manual interactions using that wallet. Now, if we look at the premium tier, you pay $30 per wallet per chain per month. And that gives you 100% of the airdrop value when you become eligible for those airdrops. Now, you get private key access to those wallets as well. But bear in mind that these wallets, and this is one of the risks that certainly exists with this project, is those private keys and those wallets are generated by the bot, and as a result of that, the team also have access to those private keys. Now, they may be encrypting those keys so that only the bot can interact with them, but we don't know that. We don't know what's happening in the back end. So there's that is certainly one of the biggest risks that I see with this project. I'm currently using the freemium tier, and primarily on the basis that until I get comfortable and until I see some good results, then I'm going to stick with the freemium tier. When we flip back to that premium tier and we talk about pricing, when I said $30 per wallet per chain per month, if you take my current example of 2 wallets on ZK Sync, well, if I wanted to go premium on those, that would cost me $60 per $60 in total, so $30 per wallet. But then I've got another 3 Solana wallets. So if I wanted to go premium on those as well, that'd be another $90 per month. So it can get relatively expensive quickly. And I think once we start to see the value of the airdrops that get delivered by using tools like these automated bots, I'll be keeping away from the premium tier. Now, what I will tell you is that you can reduce the cost of the premium tier. You can do that by staking Loot, which is the native token for Lootbot. You need 1,000 Loot per wallet. So, and that's per wallet per chain. So right now, if we look at the price of Loot, it's 81 cents. So each wallet would need around $820 to reduce the price by 50%. And so that'd leave you paying $15 per wallet per chain per month. But you would need to hold 1,000 Loot for each one of those wallets. Now, there are benefits to holding Loot. I think that's the other angle of this project is you can buy and stake Loot. I currently don't stake any Loot, but you become eligible for revenue shares by staking Loot. You can then also burn Loot to receive X Loot, which is an NFT, which then entitles you to a higher proportion of those revenue shares. And those revenue shares are taken from the freemium tiers that become eligible for the airdrops, the 20% that we talked about earlier that's taken by the Lootbot team for being on freemium. That gets distributed across those stakers, and then also the $30 per wallet per month, per wallet per chain per month. That also gets distributed across those stakers or those X-Loot holders. X-Loot is an NFT. You can go buy that on an NFT marketplace if you're interested. But currently, to receive 1 Loot, you need 1 X-Loot NFT. You need 15,000 Loot, and that equates to just over $12,000. Certainly not something that I'm taking a look at right now. So, with that said, there's lots of other information on Lootbot. Like I say, I'm trying it out to see how many airdrops I become eligible for. I'm only using small amounts. I'm only risking what I can afford to lose. Okay, so what we'll do is let's go take a look at the bot. So if you hit the Meet Lootbot button, this will then open Telegram. You'll see something a little bit different to me. You can either use that link that's on the site, or you can use the link that's in the description below. That will include an invite code. You need an invite code to get started. You cannot start without an invite code. I've left mine in the link in the description. I'll leave it on screen as well. If you don't want to use mine, you can go to Twitter, have a little search around, or join the Lootbot Telegram, and you'll find codes in there too. So, once you've entered the code, or once you've used the link in the description, you'll get asked to accept some terms and conditions. I've already done this. Now, when you get over here and you've accepted those terms and conditions, you will see something like this: choose a network to start looting. Now, right now, I'm going to choose ZK Sync. I've already created a wallet, but I'll run through the wallet creation process. If I hit the wallets button, this will load the looting wallets that I have. Okay, so here is my current wallet and my wallet address. I'm only using this for demonstration purposes. But say I wanted to create a new wallet, you won't have a wallet that's already created. You can go into this create wallet button and just type the amount of wallets you want to create. So I'm just going to create one for the purposes of this video. I now have W2, which is wallet 2, and here's the address of that wallet. Now, when I come to fund these wallets, really, really important, fund them from a centralized exchange. If you fund them from other wallets that you hold, they may get identified as automated farming wallets, and therefore projects might exclude them from airdrops. So you don't want to be in that position where you've run this bot for 6 months. You've an airdrop is coming out. You believe you're going to be eligible, and your wallet is not in that eligibility. So to prevent that from happening, you need to fund these from centralized exchanges, Binance, Bybit, KuCoin, wherever your preferred exchange is. Now, once you have an address, you need to deposit funds. Now, whilst the price for Freemium is free, you don't need to pay to use the bot. You do need some funds to start, right? So the required amount of Ethereum per wallet is 0.065, and at current prices, that's around $192 US. Now, if you're watching this in the future, Ethereum might be, far higher in price than what it is now, and those requirements could change. So by all means, jump into the Lootbot Telegram group and ask any questions that you've got there. Equally, if you want to use Solana and farm Solana airdrops, you need 2 Solana, which is currently around $204. So just remember, back to the point that I made earlier around not having access to the private keys, you probably don't want to put too much into these wallets, and certainly not more than you are comfortable potentially losing. Okay, so now we've got these 2 wallets. If we go back to the bot, you've got these 2 wallets. You can just deposit Ethereum into these addresses, and once that transaction has gone through, you will see the Ethereum reflective in here. Now, that's the setup of the wallet, the setup of the bot and the wallet's taken care of. But once you've got your Ethereum in there, how do you start? How do you start the bot? So if you go back to the ZK Sync looting, let me just do that again, and click the looting button. What that will do is it will give you the button to start. Now, once I hit that start button, I can choose which wallets I want to start automating that farming on. I can hit the confirm button, and obviously I don't have any funds in these wallets, so I will get an error. It looks like they've already reduced the amount as well that they require from when I first started. Obviously, if your balance is below 0.06, you will get an error message to confirm insufficient balance. But if I do this on my personal account, which I will switch to now, then what we can do is I'll go to run the start command. I'm going to go to Solana. I'm going to go to looting, and then I'm going to go to start. Now, I'm already looting in a number of these wallets, which means that I've got Sol, in staked in contracts or swapped to other tokens, etc. But just as an example, if I hit confirm, what I will get is a request submitted, and here are the actions that the bot is going to take, and it's going to be supplying Sol on Camino and withdrawing it on Camino. So I think one thing to bear in mind is that this bot is not 24/7 just doing transaction after transaction after transaction. It takes transactions over a period of a week, as you can see there. Now, there is a problem with Camino. As I've recorded this video, it's a new interaction, so the team are working on fixing that. But and you can see further up. But I think if I scroll back, look, this is a schedule that's already completed. It swapped Solana to RLB, it swapped RLB to USDC, and then it swapped the USDC back to Sol using Mayan Finance. So obviously, if there's an airdrop that relates to Mayan Finance, or an airdrop that you become eligible for by putting volume through Mayan Finance, then that's building up that eligibility. If I scroll up, there are plenty of transactions. I do use this quite frequently. Like I say, I've got 3 Solana wallets and 2 ZK Sync wallets. When these errors occur, and sometimes these errors do occur on protocols and projects that should work, what you can do is from the menu is you can go and use the login command. This will give you a URL that will allow you to open this in a browser. And from this browser, you can go and take a look at the schedules across each of those wallets and see what failed and what completed. As you can see, there are some failures, and these are for many reasons. Now, when you get a failure, now this is the one that we've just run for Camino, but if I go and take this Solana one here, I think this is the same. What you can do is in here is you can use the retry button. Also, you can change the GUI amount. So, obviously the higher the GUI, the more that transaction will get prioritized. And sometimes it is just a case of making some changes there. You can see all of the errors. Like I say, if you come in here and you check the error, sometimes these errors are quite straightforward. Sometimes they're not. And then I do need to jump in sometimes to the Telegram channel to ask some questions and see what the team can do to fix that. Now, what you can also see from here is you can see some statistics on the wallet. Now, obviously, I'm going to blur these out just for the purposes of this video. But, wallet 1, last 7 days, it's had $281 of volume, and it's spent this amount, a very, very small amount of Solana. It's interacted with Jupiter and Mayan Swap. In total, there's been 13 interactions, 22 interactions, and here's the total volumes of those. Again, wallet 2, there's been a lot more activity in the last 7 days. I might need to take a look at wallet 1. And then wallet 3, again, more activity, 40 transactions in the last 7 days. And again, the fees spent on Solana are very minimal. I can go over here and take a look at any of the projects as well, and look at what's been happening in these spaces. Now, as you can see, my ZK Sync wallet, I've not had lots of volume in the last 7 days, but from an interactions perspective, I'll have nearly $4,000 worth of volume in the last 7 days. I've had lots of interactions with lots of these projects, and again, I've spent a low amount on fees. If I look at wallet 6, again, some of these numbers take a little bit to update. I don't have as much Ethereum in this wallet, but again, interacted with these protocols. Now, one of the things that they're working on, the team are constantly working through new functionality. So here they are starting to build a schedule hub where you can go in and you can use some of these as templates to interact with chains. So right now the schedules are all provided by the team, the Lootbot team. You can soon go in here and use some of the predefined schedules, particularly if you focused on a certain project or a certain protocol and you want to go in and be very specific about what interactions you want, the specific airdrops. You can go in here and do that. We've taken a quick look at my schedule already. You can come in here and create a schedule. So I'll call this test. You can choose the network. Let's choose Solana, task 1, swap length stake. You can add a task. So you can do all of this manually right now. You can choose the token that you want, choose the protocol, choose the amount, and it will go away and do those interactions for you. Again, the team are continuing to build out these features. Now, finally, my account, you can go in here and look at what you're paying for your wallets, but you can also do that right now through the bot. So let's just go back. We'll take a look at now how you would go to claim airdrops first. So let's take a quick look at that. Go into airdrop. Once airdrops become eligible for the teams, they build the interaction with the protocols for the airdrop. When, as an example, I received eligibility on 3 wallets, I can then go in and choose the wallet that I want to claim on, click claim, and that will deposit that airdrop into my farming wallet. Now, what I will say is, again, if you have multiple wallets, don't send all of your airdropped tokens to the same address, regardless of whether that's a centralized exchange, or whether that's a wallet that you already hold. Again, if you look across any type of analytical tool, if you're funneling all of those airdrops into a single account, and that single account is then connected to all of these other wallets, the likelihood is that teams may see that as being an automated airdrop farming wallet, and therefore may exclude those wallets from further airdrop. Now, what you can also do, we'll just take a look at this very quickly. If you are interested in paying for the subscriptions, you can go here, you can go start, you can go ZK Sync, wallets, billing and plans, and upgrade planning. And through here, this is how you can set up your plan. So you also do get a billing wallet. You can go fund that wallet for paying for premium every month. You also get a trading wallet that allows you to interact with Uniswap to buy and sell tokens. I don't use that personally, but it is there if you're interested in getting involved in that. And then also, if you want more detail, more description around all of that, all of the functionality, features, roadmaps, etc., I'll leave a link to the Lootbot docs in the description below. Hopefully this was really useful. Like I say, it's a journey that I've started on. I'm interested to see where this goes. I will be keeping everybody updated as we progress, and hopefully, we'll be eligible for many airdrops through these tools. So that's it from me. Thank you very much, and goodbye.